Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvette with Yvette's Junk Journal Shop. In today's video, we have some beautiful journals from our friend Michele Wynne and one ephemera holder that she made. So let's go ahead and get right into this. The first journal here has a pretty pink tie on it, and it's layered up on the front there. She's got some machine stitching on there. It looks like it's cardstock, Franken paper. Let's go ahead and open that up and read a little bit about this journal. So this is Scrap Happy Dream and Eclectic Junk Journal, 8.5 by 5.5, 60 pages, soft cover, single signature. And it's a digital mashup. She can't remember exactly where she got everything. And let's go ahead and take a look here. So if you guys are familiar with Michele's work, you know that everything is immaculately made, put together, and is just lovely. She does a lot of handmade ephemera items and lots of fun different pages and images in her journals. So as you know, I just took over the consignment portion of Lindsay's shop at nevermorecreations17.com. I purchased the consignment section of her business, and a lot of the artists from there are coming over to my shop, and I also have some new artists. So if you are familiar with Lindsay's channel, that's Nevermore Creations here on YouTube, you'll know that Michele is one of her artists that she has featured in her shop. So I'm so happy that Michele has decided to come over. I've always admired her work and appreciated everything that she's brought to the junk journal community. So again, this is a beautiful journal, single signature, and you'll want to pick this up for you, a friend, or a loved one. Let's take a look at the next journal. I've learned to tie the journals closed while I'm working on them. Next one here, I'm going to set this one aside. Has a green tie on the front. And this looks like it's an envelope. I think this is a journal card. Yep, that comes out of there. Again, a cardstock cover. It's a pieced together collaged or Franken paper. Some of you might know that as. Let's take a look at the name of this. This is a Scrap Happy Poppy, 8.5 by 5.5, 68 pages, single signature, soft cover. So this is a scrap busting project that she was inspired by Pink Oddbird on YouTube. This one has a lot of ephemera in it. Little tag up here. So it's a die cut flower, and then she put some black on there to really accentuate the colors. I like that. So you can pick up all of these journals, and I have some supplies and other artist journals at my Ko-fi shop. That's Ko-fi, and the name of my shop is Yvette's Junk Journal Shop. So I found if you just type in Yvette's, YVETT''S, I am the only one that comes up. So I'm easy to find. There's a couple Yvette's in there, but Yvette's with an apostrophe S, I'm the only one that comes up. So easy to find in there, and I'll have a link in the description box as well, so you can click on that. It takes you right over there. So these will all be in the journal section in my shop, and I have a handmade ephemera section and also some junk journal supplies if you like to make your own journals and need to have some supplies to put in them. So you want to check all of that out. And again, we will have Michele's journals in there very soon. They should be in there when this video uploads. So our next one here, whoops, remember to put the tie on. All right. Next one here has a brown tie. Again, a collaged outer cover here, single signature. Scrap Happy Red Wildflower, an eclectic junk journal, 5.5 by 8.5, 90 pages, single signature. Again, April at Pink Oddbird on YouTube was her inspiration for this type of journal. You'll see coffee dyed pages, ink dyed pages, pockets, paper clipped tuck spots, stenciling, beautiful images. So just an eclectic mix. So again, a beautifully made journal from Michele, and I'm so happy that she has decided to come over and work with me. That's great. So for a long time, I was really feeling, you know, how lucky Lindsay was to be able to hold these in her hand, and now I get that privilege, so it's awesome. On the front here, we have, on our fourth journal, we have some butterflies on there. Again, a beautiful page, or cover. The outside is machine stitched. This one is called Scrap Happy Butterflies. Again, 8.5 by 5.5, 60 pages, and soft cover. So we have lots of different things in here. Here's all of Michele's information. She has a blog spot, it looks like. You can check that out. So what fun edition. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. So I can paint, but only on the wall. So I don't know if you know this. I shared in a couple of my videos my daytime job. I do have a full-time daytime job. I am the office manager and a color consultant for a house painting company. Isn't that pretty? And so I have been in the paint industry for about 30 years. So that's kind of where my career has been, and picking up this business has been a lot of fun for me. So my job allows me to have weekends off, which I did not have when I worked in the retail paint industry, but now I have weekends off. I have a little bit of time where I can do what I want to do. So that's been fun for me, and this is something that I am really going to be enjoying. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one here. I love this green on here. At one point in my life, my family told me I couldn't get anything brown or green because I kept getting everything brown or green. So let's take a look here. Scrap Happy Green Wildflower. Well, I might have to get one more green thing. This journal, right? So these are prints of some of Michele's original artwork, and I think it just adds a really cool touch to her journals. Some of her journals have actually painted, painted elements to them, and then some of them, like this, is a printed copy of her original artwork. And it's so pretty. It adds just the right touches to her journals. So they have a little bit of an aged feel to them. I really like that. And they're just fun and colorful. Sometimes the only thing you need to hear in my videos is the pages turning, because I get distracted by that sound. So again, a beautiful journal there. Let's go ahead and tie that up. We'll make it better later, but I don't want to forget which tie goes to which journal. Here's another journal for us. We got a pretty lady on the front here, and the background looks like a map, and then we've got some collage work, machine stitched. The closure here is a tie closure in the front and then just wraps around the journal. And this one is called Stronger Than Yesterday, Franken-Paper cover, 9x6, 64 pages. Digital mashup, Pink Monarch prints, Victoria Designs, Liana Scraps, and Sharon Studio. And then, of course, Michelle's beautiful handmade ephemera that she's put in there. Some ink dyed page, stenciling here. So this kind of has a naturey boho vibe to it. I like that. Isn't that pretty? Good example of how to not leave your pages blank. So see, this page here would be blank on the back, except she put a little bit of ephemera on there, and it makes it so that it meets my qualifications. So thank you for that, Michelle. Again, a beautiful journal. Love the lady on the cover. She's pretty. Let's wrap this around. I like that closure because as you fill it up, it's going to be able to expand. And our last item here is this pretty ephemera holder. So this tassel has a whole bunch of different fabrics in it and some beads. It's a fun, eclectic little addition to this ephemera holder. So it's tied in with this fabric here. And let's read a little bit about it. Master Your Craft Ephemera Folio, 9x6, 14 pages of stuffed pockets, 9 journal cards, 6 tags, 3 altered playing cards, 2 clusters, 4 collaged embellishments, printed ephemera, and a beaded tassel. Mixed media masterboard cover that can be turned into a journal. So once you take the ephemera, you could take and use the ephemera in here. This becomes a journal. Isn't that an awesome idea? So we have beautiful work here on the front with some pockets and some journal cards that slide in there. A big journal card up here. Here's Michelle's information in the front. And these are a little bit loose, but that's because it's tied in here. So she had prior approval from me to submit this sort of journal or ephemera holder. So please don't send anything that's made like this unless we have talked beforehand. So there's some clusters here, journal cards, just a whole bunch of ready to go, grab it and use it ephemera. And that, I mean, it's beautiful. Any of these in a journal would just add the right touches. And then, of course, you can reuse these pages in a journal or fill it with some more ephemera. So these will be in the handmade ephemera section in my shop. I do at this point, I think I have a few more in there that were made by Cindy, and those are available as well. So if this one from Michelle is not available, go and check out the ones I have in there from Cindy if I have any left, and you'll want to pick those up. So these are a great thing to have on your desk. Just grab it and go. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that with us. So I'll bring these back in so you guys can get one more look at these beautiful journals and ephemera holder. And I do hope to see you on my in my shop. Please, if you go to my shop, you can follow my shop so that anytime that I have things that are uploading or new things in there, I will always put the pictures in there first, and then we'll go back and do the video. So you'll want to go there first and check out what I have coming up. Those will be the ways that you can get your hands on the things that you want. So again, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.